What's episode number?
I'm a little confused.
It just felt like we needed to kick it up.
Kick it up a notch? All right. 740. Is that got weird? That got weird.
Why are you hitting that?
I thought like Carl does that jugular mess. And,
throat hit.
What's he do? What's he do?
Pause for sponsors.
What about you didn't introduce us?
Who are we?
Well, you threw me off.
Let's go.
My name is Patrick. Meet Doug. POV.
VOP.
Oh,
This is weird. It was a weird start.
That was-
It was like a delay by your man calling you. I mean, your
What did you say? Something about a vortex?
all right. Let's
We're
get in it.
We're
Merica Energy.
in it.
Thanks for the drinks. Oh, I got some
Thanks for
freedom.
the drinks.
Oh, my grape just splooged.
Jeez, you guys are drinking unavailable drinks right now.
Yeah.
Man, I've had like a dozen freedom. Somebody brought me a dozen freedom, and they're just so
You drank them
freaking
all?
good. No, I've probably about half a dozen. No. I'm so glad that is a flavor we're bringing back because I don't know what I could do without it.
I am going to miss peach.
I'm just saying, grape is so good.
Grape's good.
I think people are gonna be upset about grape. We got to bring. Maybe
We'll-
we'll bring it back.
we'll bring it back.
We get that. Working on some new flavors.
Just because we're launching with, 5 doesn't mean we'll launch more. So,
All right. What are we starting with today, Meat?
um,
I don't even know what I'm doing here.
well, you got to go live. I got a sweet new shirt on. I'm going to shout this out. So, Triad. This was a customer done shirt, like a custom shirt. And I didn't know it was Saved by the Bell until Joe Furiani said, dude, that's Saved by the Bell.
a custom done shirt?
So they did like a contest for
Oh,
a customer to design a
That's cool.
T-shirt, and then they voted on it, and then the customer picks a charity where all the proceeds go.
oh, look
So
at
they don't make any money off of it. It's just going to charity.
that's sweet.
And this is what he designed. I don't know his name, but
It's tight.
Saved by the Bell Triad,
Tight.
which is like Illuminati-ish. Like people think our thing is a little like conspiracy looking, but they got Illuminati style.
I think ours looks more Illuminati than that.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. It's connecting your nipple. It is almost
Well, there's a
straddling
hashtag on my right nipple, and
the dots on your other.
this points to my other.
It's like a domino.
Anyways,
Domino dots.
that's what I got there. I need to go on here so I can screen the questions.
What's up, guys? Yeah, get on there.
We give some updates.
Saved by the Bell. Yeah, that was a good intro. I'm very proud of myself.
Man, that went.
You were out of
Yeah.
breath.
Yeah.
I was. I almost passed out.
That's going to be half the
Hi from
intro
Germany.
clip.
Saved by the Bell, Germany.
All right, so what do we got going on today, Meat? We're live now, so if you guys have questions, throw them in here. We're just getting started. What?
I'm just laughing at myself /POV.
What's
Because I was like, it's update time, and remember he goes,
updates, 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 updates. All right,
so we could do some updates. We got to get POV's Montana update experience.
I went there.
What else is
I
going
did.
on? I don't know. Whatever.
everything. We got the. We're gonna do a little farewell party here.
Oh yeah, we got to announce
Gotta
that.
talk about that.
Okay.
All right. Well, why don't we get into the deals this week? So, what do we got going on this week? Just hang up. Who's that?
I don't know. It could be.
A cuck.
Just say bye.
It could be
Dan.
the guy that likes our show,
Yeah.
or it could be Steve from Natural Body.
Well, you don't have his number saved in there.
No, he calls me from the store sometimes,
Oh yeah.
and then I don't save the store. I just
Got it.
recognize a New York number.
I got it.
I should answer. I did pack his order today though, and I told Sam I was like, around 2:00 today, which is 2:21. I bet he calls me to add some stuff to it.
That is pretty funny.
That could have been that situation.
Patrick, can you add this,
buy
this,
a lot
and
of
this?
ticket.
That's great.
Steve, we got swept early today. It's gone.
All right, deal this week, Meat. What is it?
Post Malone.
No, that's next week.
This week. This week is the Health Stack, which is a sick deal
Bro, it is a sick deal.
because you get a vitamin C with it. and
Health
you get a
Stack,
pill
which is
case.
Core Flex, Core Omega, Core Multi,
Yep.
for $99. Coupon codes do apply, so you could get that for like $80. You get a free vitamin C, a value of like what, $20, something like that,
Yeah.
and a free pill case.
$10.
Sick. It's a great deal.
Great deal.
Still great.
So
Next week we're doing the Post
Malone.
Malone stack.
Did we come up with a cool graphic for that? Does Cesar, like, is he getting down with the Post Malone?
I think he's down with Post Malone.
That'd have been a
But
great T-shirt.
I mean, like, we'll get Justin to drive that. So we got core post. That's our post-workout recovery. Dude, 3 scoops of this post-workout with ice cold water is just heavenly.
Isn't it way better than 2 and 1? Like 2 scoops.
Oh,
and
it's
way more
next level.
juice.
Yeah, it's next level. And load. I haven't taken load in a while. I think I need to go back on load.
Oh, what are you doing?
I just haven't. Like I'm just.
Bro, you're gaining right now. You gotta be.
I know, but like I just haven't been.
Sorry.
Was that your load?
Yeah.
Just because I got a lot of pills and I got to get it back in there. I think I'm
Get it
gonna
in
start
there,
today.
dude.
I'm gonna get it in there.
Once you get the stack next week, won't you be our first customer to
Oh, the post
Monday at 12 p.m. You get it.
I think we should.
3 scoops.
All right, so why don't we talk about some,
Hold on. Post Malone for 89, I think,
something like that?
which is pretty juice. Is that really what we're doing?
Yes, I think it is.
Hold on, I
It
need to
is
pause
juicy.
for that
But
confirmation.
I'm excited about May the 4th.
89.99.
May the 4th.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So last year on May the 4th, we launched Core Pump with our Baby Yoda, May the Pump Be With You t-shirt, which sold out super fast. How about that, Aaron? You like that?
it was the most sought out shirt we ever did last year.
It was. And so we are bringing that shirt back.
Not that one exactly.
No, we are bringing that exact shirt back
Oh, we are.
in addition to 3 new Star Wars themed shirts, which are going to blow your mind when you see them.
Well, I saw the 3, and then
We decided we were going to bring back the Baby Yoda too, because we felt like we needed to round it out with Baby Yoda.
but it's not the same exact.
No,
one.
we're bringing the same shirt back.
I thought just do Baby Yoda in a different pose.
Well, you got to talk to Cesar about that. But
Well,
that,
I got no.
he's got
That's
enough
not
stuff.
my- that's
going
not
on.
my
No.
deal.
Well, then we're gonna
roll with it.
We're
Yeah.
gonna bring
Yeah.
the Baby Yoda shirt back because there was
Okay.
people who didn't get it and wanted to get it.
Limited.
And it's gonna be awesome. These shirts are some of the funniest shirts I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're good.
They're really good. We haven't seen the finished version.
I like how we're making May the 4th an official
Holiday.
Core Nutritionals holiday.
it is. That's because we have some nerds here. You know, Justin is totally nerding out about this. So
Oh yeah, he loves
it's gonna
it.
be, it's gonna be
he's
good.
into it.
People love Star Wars.
Well, what else we got going on? What else we got launching soon?
So we got some new.
Juju?
So these aren't actual products; they're tubs. They're not in the warehouse, but we get labels ahead of time for POV to shoot with and for us to double check. But they're already ran. So Pump and Fury and Sangria. This is the next.
Such a good
Is
flavor.
this the next launch?
No.
Blaze.
Yeah, or the others. Let's keep moving
So
on.
Post cinnamon French toast. So Pro is cinnamon French toast flavor is doing amazing, and
this is gonna
the cinnamon frosted frosted cinnamon bun
Yeah.
does really well in ISO. So it is about time we do that in Core Post.
This will be the same flavor system that the Core Pro uses, though. Same manufacturer, too.
Yeah. So you'll get a little hint of maple in there, maybe a little bit.
Dude, that's going to be so good.
Then Zone is getting a new flavor, Berrylicious,
Yes, sir.
The label looks good.
which is there's a little bit of a hint. It's similar to like a Wild Blue Yonder flavor that you might have in Supremos, but similar to that. Calling it Berrylicious. That's in the queue.
Yep.
And
we
what else
just-
is in the queue that we don't have on the table?
Well, everything is taking forever. There's so many
The
supply
queue's
chain.
growing.
There's so many supply chain issues, just in general. A lot of it is plastics. Plastics are really screwing us. So the Big Sky, here's a good transition for you, Aaron. The Big Sky launch at GNC and direct to consumer is going to be pushed back to early June.
Oh.
So, and the early June is when we decided we're going to launch the Arms Race Nutrition Ambassador Program.
Cool.
Because we'll be settled into our new warehouse. Well, not totally settled in, but we'll at least be moved.
We'll be
to
down
the
in
new
North
warehouse,
Carolina.
and just some staff are getting freed up in terms to be able to handle that influx of work from the ambassador program for the arms race, known as the Arms Dealer. But yeah, so Venice Beach got pushed back. We got the greens. Big Sky, sorry. Big Sky got pushed back. We got the core greens got pushed back. Not core greens.
Immunity greens.
Immunity greens. I'm all over the place today.
Sorry, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's a
We
lot
forgive
going
you.
A lot of words.
So you last week went out to Big Sky, Aaron, right?
Yeah.
Big Sky, Montana. How was
Where is Big Sky?
Bro, it's so apparently it's Kalispell,
Kalispell?
Whitefish,
Whitefish?
like that area out there. It's like a
Whitefish.
region of Montana. Like if you Google it, it just shows you like an area
Okay.
of Montana.
Yeah, teach us a lesson. Tell us about it. I want to hear.
Yeah, there's about 22,000 people that live in Whitefish.
Okay. I like it. I like these stats.
There's deer are considered pests there because they're everywhere. Like,
Did you shoot any?
no, didn't.
No.
So it's like in Texas and the South, there's like a hog
Yeah.
pest issue.
Yeah,
So
so
this is like in Montana, it's deer.
Yeah, so like the first day, Julie and I were just like cruising around to look for some spots to shoot. So we drove straight to this one mountain called Big Mountain, and on the way up,
Big Mountain. That's a good name for
yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's big.
exactly.
You're right.
It was probably really small.
Yeah, but on the way up, we passed like 50 deer just on the side of the road.
Fitty.
Yeah,
Dead?
No, alive, all
Oh, I thought
alive.
they
They're
were
all
just
just chilling.
Chilling?
Yeah.
Just chilling?
Chilling.
Did you see any bear?
No.
So you stayed at Rob and Dana's, one of their Airbnbs. How was that place?
It was good. It was sick. It
Yeah.
was nice. Yeah,
It was right
like,
on the lake?
Yeah, so it's like it's almost right on the lake. There's a little road that leads through the mountains, and it's on the other side of that, and on the other side of that is the lake. So you're up on a little
it.
hill overlooking it.
But you see the
yeah,
lake.
yeah, and you can get to it
Yeah.
if you want to. Yeah, yeah, but it's tight. It was really cool. The whole experience was great. We got a ton of photos and videos.
Drone shots.
Yeah, so we were going to go to Glacier National Park, and on our way there, we passed by this thing called Hungry Horse Dam. So we drove up this mountain, and there were some like cool spots along the way. So we just kept driving and hopping out of the car and just shooting stuff on the way.
That's cool.
For stuff that looked cool. And it was a lot of fun. So we went and crossed this dam, and then it turns to snow. So Julian was driving, so he drove out through the snow, and we went probably like half a mile up this mountain in the snow. And
What kind of car did you have?
Chevy Traverse.
Okay, four-wheel drive. Yeah.
Yeah, but the tires suck. Like they're like street tires.
Yeah.
So we went up there. I flew the drone, and what's weird is I guess the drone has to have some sort of signal because every time I put it in the air, after like 15 seconds, the screen would just go black, and I couldn't see what I was looking at. So I kept having to bring it down, reset it, throw it back up in the air. I had to do that like 5 times so I could at least.
Is it
like,
because
get
there's
some
no
stuff.
cell phone towers out there?
I think so because we didn't have signal or anything. Like we were out there.
Oh.
Yeah. So I flew it and got some stuff with that. Shot several photos. of
And your
Julian
car
on
was
there.
stuck in the snow.
Yeah. When we were about to leave, I had Julian like drive the car while I flew the drone like above it.
Yeah.
And then after we brought it back down, hopped back in the car, we were just driving along. Next thing we know, we were just like stuck on the side of the road. And fortunately, it was on the side that's not by the cliff that goes straight down to the frozen lake. It was on the other side. But we spent like 30 or 40 minutes. Like we ripped the floor mats out of the car and put them under the tires and everything.
Oh
Dude,
my
we
gosh.
were out there trying
Was
to
it
get
just the two of
unstuck.
you?
Yeah, just the two of us.
I was like, good thing that like the baby wasn't in the car.
Yeah, and so we already had plans that Julian was going to meet up with Daniel and Bailey to work out, to train at 2 o'clock that day. And this is at like 11:30. So we thought, there's
Plenty
a
of time.
chance. Yeah, but the more we got into it and thought we were getting it stuck, we thought we were going to be out there and have to walk down the mountain to try to find somebody that would come back up and pull us out.
So how'd you get it out?
We like rocked it a little bit, and he had me hop in while he pushed the front, and we jerked it back a little bit, and I thought I got it even more stuck because we got loose, but then we got stuck again, and I thought it was because I swiveled it the wrong way, but it worked out, and then he hopped in the back and pushed from the back, and we were able to get it out.
That's the way you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You like it? That?
Yeah, but we thought
like
the
that?
whole day was just gonna go to waste
like
if we
that?
were stuck out there the whole time.
Well, I'm looking forward to see. I've already seen some of the shots. It should be good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun for sure.
Hanging out with Daniel and Bailey?
Yeah,
Dude, you are out here, bro.
yeah, she's cool. Yeah, and then they
Yeah,
brought.
she's super
You're
nice.
pretty much an influencer now,
Bro,
bro. You're in that influencer
famous.
life. You are famous.
I
yeah.
don't know what I am, but I was bringing my camera. But yeah, then they Dana and Rob bought like 20 rolls of sushi that night and came over to the Airbnb and just like, hung out by the fire.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Yeah, they're good peeps.
It's cool.
Word.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, what else we getting into today, Meat? Should we talk about updates on the move?
What you got? We got wall. We got paint. On
We
our
got
building.
paint on the outside of our building. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
What else? I said last week I sold our house. Found a rental
sold your house.
with I don't know know if I want to get into the rental story.
Yeah, but you're renting in Dave's neighborhood.
In Dave's neighborhood. Should be good.
You mean neighbor?
A house?
A house.
Should I look at that too?
For
After?
No.
Oh,
We'll explain later.
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
What's your rent?
Probably 1,200.
Yeah, it's more than that.
Like considerably more?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Like $900 more.
Oh. Okay.
So for you and your girl,
Yeah.
move in together, have babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
home.
yeah. But no, we are. So our next managers meeting for the nutrition corners, our last one in this building in Northern Virginia, really, is going to be on April 22nd, a Thursday.
Thursday.
So
2 weeks from this Thursday.
Our thought is, because we've talked about this, is kind of open up the place for Thursday afternoon and evening to have like a little bit of a farewell Northern Virginia shindig here. So for any of our clients, any of our customers, any of our vendors in the area to come on over. We'll probably train starting around 3 o'clock. And then after that, have food, cigars, drinks, all that stuff. Yep.
Hanging out.
Just hanging out.
So April 22nd.
So we
Thursday.
literally just decided this today.
Yeah, so
More info to
this
come.
is kind of like the leak of the
leak.
the leak of the update. You know, we leak stuff on Ask the
You like
Boss.
it? Yeah.
Little leakage.
Yeah.
So we'll get something together. Oh, dude, I hope that's okay.
Bro, that was
Jeez,
a
that was flat.
that was a flat.
That was a
smack.
smack.
That noise,
Can you see it?
Well, check your screen.
Oh, this is delayed. Let's watch.
All right, we're back. Bro, that was
Oh, bro, smack.
everyone's liking
bro,
it.
now
Everyone's
it's all
liking it.
dark. They love it.
They did like it. Bro, that was not good.
That's an update.
Man down.
What else is an update? Man, my brain.
Yeah.
When are we going? What's up with equipment in Pennsylvania? Are we supposed to get in the box truck this
Yeah,
week?
so we have some equipment swapping that we need to do at some point. So we found a donkey calf, a red donkey calf. I think it's a Flex Fitness that we were going to trade our lateral raise for. And then we were going to trade a row machine for like a T-bar row and some cash. And then we were going to found another piece we wanted, like another hack squat.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, well, I guess here's the big update that we didn't get into yet is so today, Mr. Cuck was visiting with our contractor, Norfolk Nutrition Corner location, which would be our 11th store and our second store in conjunction with One Life Fitness. So they're trying to build out another smoothie bar / store in Norfolk, which that gym is massive. Dude, it is such a cool gym too. It's like an old historic building. So it's like 3 levels, and then they just added on like another 17,000 square foot extension. So it's going to be in there if we can get it all done. It's going to be a little bit of an expensive build out, but I think it's going to be great. So we got that going on this week, and then the first step in building the training corner / nut hub / Hampton Nutrition Corner.
Carl's Fort,
yes, will be took place this week. And so basically I committed to doing a wetland study. So we found a little over 2 acres in Hampton that we're studying to make sure that the ground is good, which I think everyone thinks it is. So it's just a formality, but it's about a $5,000 investment into studying the land to make sure it's good to go. And then we move on to design phase. So we're going to try to put as big a building on that 2.5 acres as we can. So this would be to create the training corner, which would be the first kind of branded gym, kind of in conjunction with the nutrition corners. We'd put a small store, so it would be a Hampton Nutrition Corner. And then we would make a big distribution area for our hub. Because right now we're distributing out of the back of the Newport News Nutrition Corner for our stores, and it's just insane.
It's not good.
It's not good. So,
Especially with the way the nutrition corners are growing.
right, the nutrition corners are growing. So, and we're moving out of Northern Virginia, which is within driving distance, of the stores. So we don't even have this land here or this building to store stuff. So, I was told, talking to the builder, that if everything goes well, we should very easily be able to be in there next year at this time, which would be dope. So I'm thinking it's going to be between a 10 and 20,000 square foot building, depending on how much we can squeeze
Hopefully
on.
over 15.
Yeah. I mean, that would be 16 split into 4,000 square foot bays.
That'd be
or something.
sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, how big do you think the gym? 8?
I want at least 8. I would like to do I would really like to do 10 for the gym. And then a store could be 1,000. And then I want to build out also a conference room and meeting center so that all the Nutrition Corner managers meetings can be there. Because we always fight when we're not up here in the conference rooms here, we never have a place to meet for the Nutrition Corners.
I have a question.
Oh, here we go.
Do you think that you'll need bay space? I mean, pallet racking space
We plan to.
in the nut hub?
We plan to, I think.
I think it would actually be big because they probably need to keep several weeks on hand, especially at core.
Right. So the idea, I mean, I honestly
I mean,
think
this is a year away. There's a lot could happen.
even if we had 2,000 or 3,000 square feet for storage, it would be perfect.
Yeah, but you really, you could go too high with like one of those. You see,
Well,
Rice and Grinds has that little like manual pallet jack that also goes one high.
no, so I would build this building to be at least 3 bays high. Like I would go big ceiling.
So you need a forklift.
So yeah, absolutely.
How big was the Newport News?
2 racks high. I think it was probably like a 14-foot.
How many square feet?
The original warehouse, the very
No. The one that
Before
we
we
bought the
moved up
forklift
here.
for.
4,000 expanded to 6,000.
So that was small. He really was only like going in a circle with that forklift.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
enough to get on the.
That was plenty for the nutrition corner hub where we're ordering every week.
Oh,
you know,
that's plenty.
yeah.
Anyways, my mind.
Let's get into some questions. What do we got?
Oh boy,
What do we got going on?
I'm gonna go to the top here. Joyful Fitness. She was on live. She was excited. She has a question. What is carb dumping? If you've had a post-workout meal to higher carbs too quickly in between meals, and how can you offset it? If you've had a post-workout meal to higher carbs too quickly in between meals, I'm confused.
Carb dumping sounds like something you do like when, like
Right
after
rid of something.
Right after you have too big a shake, right after you work out, and you got a carb dump. You know what I'm saying?
Or like a Chipotle dump.
I honestly don't know what she's talking about there.
Carb dumping. If you've had a post-workout meal to higher carbs too quickly in between meals, and how I really can't follow that.
No. Carb dumping. I don't know. Joy, you're gonna have
Joy,
to,
we need some help.
we need some help here.
All right, I'm gonna go to some other ones as she.
Oh, we got Mr. America in here, waving high.
Free shipping apply for orders shipped to APO addresses. No, they act as like U.S. Postal Service, so
Yeah.
we do have free shipping over $300. That applies to APOs? I don't know.
No, so like we just had that question for Australia. So we stopped the free shipping over $300 for Australia.
For Australia.
Because, you know, I mean, shoot, $300 and then like a standard shipping rate for like a normal size pack is like $150.
I thought we also did it for any international that included 5 pounds.
And also internationals that had any of the 5-pound proteins, right?
So this is funny. So Neil Ashby, one of the owners of Mecca Nutrition,
Yeah.
he says, can Dave dress up like Post Malone?
That would be pretty good.
Post Malone.
Swaggin'?
Dave.
I think it'd be good. Yeah. He could pull it off. Dave's going to dress up for some other things we got.
Yeah,
too.
Can we pre-order the Baby Yoda shirts?
See?
No. May the 3rd, I think, is a Monday, which is the week of the May the 4th launch.
So we'll just probably push the deal off to May the 4th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we can't launch for May the 4th on May the 3rd.
May the 3rd.
I guess so.
Why don't we just go an extra day?
I thought it was a whole week. We're making a week out of
we
it.
can, but we can just tease. We can tease on the 3rd.
Just tease.
Tease on the 3rd. and
Naomi
just-
says, sup, guys?
Oh, yeah.
So,
That wasn't for Naomi. That was just
but the funny part is like, we're I'm gonna read this, and this is why it's funny.
Okay.
Love seeing you continue to push forward. Praise God for good leaders in our community.
Yep.
As we press. Man down. Oh, they dropped the phone. Mr. Doug, is the new Z formula okay for every night use? Why or why not?
So I wouldn't take it every night.
Why not?
Because I think melatonin you can also get like addicted to. I don't want to say addicted. Dependent on, maybe would be the word. It would be a better. So I try to use it. I don't use it even 4 times a week, but that's what I tell people 4 or 5 times a week.
So, but like if I'm going to look at ingredients similar to that, wouldn't caffeine be something similar to that?
To melatonin?
Well, where you can get addicted to, or like you can rely on.
Sure.
So like,
I don't think there's any like there's not gonna be any health side effects from it. But I don't like to, but for caffeine, which is a good point. I don't like to rely on anything, especially with my sleep, right? Like, so I use Z's when I really need to get a good night's sleep. I use it when I travel so that I can make sure I get a good night's sleep. So I'll use it if I'm traveling for 10 days. I'll use it all 10 days. But I try not to do it every night all the time.
I used the Finnabutt last night.
You used the Finnabutt to knock your ass out?
Well, I was laying in bed and then I couldn't turn off. So I got up like 20 minutes after just laying there and found some Z's and dry scooped it and laid back down.
Oh, man.
Went to a good place?
Yeah, I did go to a good place. I think I slept good. I got up and didn't want to
You don't remember. You just woke up and your butthole was sore.
Is that Finnabutt strong, boy?
It is. Shoo.
How good could I look if I did GH test, tren, and D-bal? Justin RH90 wants to know.
Well, I don't know what he looks like.
Probably pretty crappy.
Yeah.
To be honest. You might make some gains if you're training hard and eating right, but
if you have to ask that question, you're
trolling.
Yeah. So what do you use Cissus for? I've had a bottle for a while, but never actually used it. So I think there's 2 things. High dose Cissus can have a bit of a natural anabolic effect. But a lot of people take it for joint health. It really helps supply nutrients to soft tissue, helps regenerate soft tissue. It's a really cool ingredient. It was one of the first ingredients that USP Labz brought out many, many years ago. And that's kind of when I first got interested in USP Labz. It's a really cool herb. So it's definitely worth using especially if you have a bottle of it.
See the next one?
Yeah. Really bored. What's the point of this?
Hey, lady, Bobby, there's an X button on the top right corner.
Yeah, just close it, bro.
Just get out.
She's clearly not a
like a frequent
yeah
viewer of Ask the Boss.
She's like,
Why
what the heck?
would you even say that?
What would the?
Get out of here, dude.
People are weird.
You should click on her profile.
I could. So we get this question a lot, Doug. I think we just got to get it out there. Hydration electrolyte product.
So we were just running through.
We didn't add that.
Core Electro?
Core Hydro.
Hydra.
Oh.
Hydra.
Hydra.
Didn't somebody just come out with a product called Hydra? I think did Dragon.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah.
We do
so
what we
yeah, we were just talking about a lot of the new products that we are working on or need to work on. That would be a good one, man. I mean, I know we started that. We went down the route of doing pixie stick formulas. Remember, we were gonna do.
But the more I think about it, I think
a little. Dude, it would be so much.
doser?
Dude, it would be so much easier, and then your cost of goods would be better, so that you could get it to them in a.
You could probably rock like 60 servings in this thing.
Right, and at the end of the day, like it's not that big of a tub to travel. Like the pixie sticks would be like good for travel and stuff, but like that's a small container, right?
Yeah.
Like you can handle that. So, I think it's definitely
Yeah. I think we need to work on that.
yeah. Oh shoot!
Get out of there, dude.
I actually thought
Hit cancel at the very bottom. I don't know. Just hit cancel. Okay, we're good. All right, we're back. Best nutrition.
breast.
Breast?
I hear a breast. Did he say that? He did, right?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Best nutrition advice at 8 weeks out, men's physique show.
Stick with the plan. And we've said this before, right? Like, stick with the plan. You should at 8 weeks out, you should have a plan. So like, and it might not be the best plan, but like stick with it. Don't try to take advice from 80 different people.
Richard Ray wants a good greens deal on 420.
Ha ha ha! Richard, you know us too well, I guess.
We got something cooking, and then
we do have something cooking on for 420 involving greens. So
we launched greens on 420 last year.
We did with that shirt, with the broccoli shirt that says "Crush Your Greens." That was a great shirt too. We were on a great shirt roll, bro.
Dude, we launched so many shirts. There's a pile in our office
because we're gonna frame them somewhere.
Well, we're gonna frame them or put them in a quilt or something.
If you got to get out your knitting,
I'm not getting out nothing.
I ain't getting out nothing.
I gotta send it to my mama. She can put something together.
Dude, if you can get Mama to quilt that up, and we could quilt it around Biggie Smalls.
Well, I think you quilt it and then you frame it, right?
Yeah. Okay.
That's a big ass frame, though.
That is a big ass quilt. Yeah, I don't think we. But yes, back to the question. Core Greens 420. There will be a
flash deal,
24-hour flash deal. So there you go.
Leakage.
Why is it always got?
So Joy's back, but she didn't help us out with what she said before. Any reason why someone's face would get red facial flushing after eating?
Allergic reaction? I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know.
Why don't you get into some of the questions?
I'm getting out.
Getting out. Yep.
Getting out of that. We're moving on. Oh boy. Oh boy. Doug, are you natural, dude? Somebody wants to know.
Nah.
That hair natural?
You got a bunch of trolling comments, some weird questions this week.
It was just a weird week. It was a weird week.
Okay, so Joe's in here. Do you think it would be hard to start from nothing at this point in time? Do you think it would be harder to start from nothing at this point in time?
Do what? Is he talking about business or is he talking about physique? Come on, Joe. What the heck?
I don't know. He's not
open-ended.
specifying there.
Start
the question
nothing.
either was before or after. I can't tell with how this goes, but is it fair to say that you got into the supp game at a perfect time? These are actually like normal Joe. These are not Joe questions.
Yeah. So I guess
Perfect
a couple
time?
things. What was the first question again? Do you think it would be harder to get it going at this point? I mean,
Do you think it would be harder to start from nothing at this point in time?
Brands, I would say no. And I'll tell you why. And it has a lot to do with like social media. So really anyone, first of all, the barriers to entry in the supplement game are pretty small, relatively speaking. So, and your access to a wide range of people and advertising is much greater now than it was in 2004 when we first started, right? Yeah. So like social media did not exist. So it was literally like, go to bodybuilding shows, set up a little crappy demo table and give out samples and just like
sketchy bag.
In a sketchy bag and like word of mouth, right? Like it took really, it took like 7 years to get that going, right? So I think it would be much easier these days. Even if I came with the same knowledge when I started back then as I had, today, I still think you would be able to grow much faster and it would be a lot easier. Yeah. Not saying I would change anything or wish it, like everything starts and has a story for a reason. So, yeah. Well, what was the other question he had there?
Is it fair to say that you got into the supp game at a perfect time?
I mean, no.
I don't think there's ever
I don't think there's ever a perfect time. And like I said, I think actually getting into the supp game now is I think easier, maybe to break through and to have. I mean, looking back on it, it's really good that we started when we did because it took us that many years to get to where we are today, right? So, but no, I don't think there's ever a perfect time.
Okay. Got an interesting question. How much fat in grams per pound body weight do you typically eat?
So I don't look at fat that way. So I look at
kind of percentage.
So the way I do it, I first set up protein. So at least a gram per pound of body weight for me, I like 1.5. Maybe not that high, but so somewhere between 1 to 1.5, right? Probably 1.25 is a good sweet spot. 1.25. And then I allow fat to be, I try to get fat to be about 25% of your calories coming from fat, and then at least 25%. And then the rest of your total caloric intake should be filled with carbs. So that's the way that I would like to set up. So find out your maintenance calories. Then 25% of that should be calories from fat. Divide that by 9 calories per gram. Will give you how many grams of fat per day. Grams of protein, or let's say about 1.25 times your body weight, right? That gives you your total grams. Multiply that by 4 calories per gram. That gives you total calories from protein. And then you just basically take your total calories, subtract the fat calories, subtract the protein calories, and boom, you got your carb calories. Divide that by 4, and boom, you got
I
your
wish
grams.
you did this in an Excel spreadsheet.
Math.
I wish I could see this in an Excel spreadsheet.
Oh, man.
He was doing some Excel wizardry earlier. I was like, man, I feel like I'm on a carnival ride at a science fair. This is fun. I was having fun watching him.
All right,
So this guy wants to know what your split is, but we're going to skip that because you answer it every week. But do you believe you have to hit muscles 2 times per week?
No. You don't. Okay. Could you? Sure. I think a lot of the best bodybuilders in the world hit body parts once a week. Natural or enhanced.
Bro split.
So absolutely not. I think there's some good probably literature and studies showing good hypertrophy when you're hitting them multiple times a week. But I think the proof is in the pudding. You can get jacked using a bro split. Is Merica Labz accepting ambassador requests? Yes, you can still do that. We are in the process of rebranding Merica Labz. I mean, it really is. It really is a rebrand. We'll be starting first with our Red, White, and Boom and our Patriots Way. New formula for Red, White, and Boom.
Yep.
With new label. New labels for Patriots Way and a couple additional flavors, only in the 2-pounders. Those will be the first 2 products. I'm really thinking it's going to be around the 4th of July.
Awesome.
And then right after that, we'll do Stars and Pipes, new formula. Then we'll do Liberty Balls, new formula. So yeah. So we have a lot. So the point is we have a lot coming from Merica Labz. Right now, we're kind of in this little bit weird limbo stage where like we don't have that much product left. Like it's just like bits and pieces, right? Like so we're pretty much going to run out of all product before we
got a lot of napalm, which is doing well. Mm-hmm. Red, White, and Boom regular formula is pretty much gone.
Right.
A-Bomb is officially gone.
Yep.
Patriots Way, there's 3 flavors and 5-pounders that we have. Yeah, it's kind of Supremo's got full stock.
Yeah, Supremo's, which we will be bringing. Supremo's will continue the same formula, the awesome formula, same formula, different packaging with some additional flavors.
Let's talk about Supremo's because I think it actually answers the next question. Fasted cardio best supplements to use to prevent muscle loss during cardio.
Supremo's,
oh
my
dude.
Gosh.
Some EAAs. A little bit of hydration.
So fasted cardio, you definitely want to get some EAAs before there. So I guess then the question becomes, am I really fasted if I do this as a breaker fast? Well, what's it freaking matter, right? Like,
what do you do? What are you fasting for?
What are you fasting for, right? Like, are you fasting? If you're fasting for like longevity benefits, you need to do it for like 72 hours at a time, right? So I don't understand necessarily why people care when they ask, like, if I drink core burn, does that break my fast? Well, I don't understand. Like, what's that matter? Like, what does that matter? Anyways,
yeah.
But I'm not a faster, so
I guess it really depends what you're fasting for.
Fat burner is worth it if tracking macros and weight daily to make sure in caloric deficit. Could it be worth it? Yes. Is it necessary? No. So, like, if you want to add, a little extra kick, especially to help with appetite suppressant or energy when your calories are low, help rev up the metabolism, support, thyroid health and, cortisol control, then yeah, they could be very helpful. But definitely not necessary. Joy said, what did I miss? Wondering from my first question, missed it. Yeah. So, Joy, I have no idea what you were talking about.
Carb dumping. We didn't understand.
Carb dumping. We didn't know if that was like when you had diarrhea or.
We didn't understand carb dumping, and then you said, and then you post-workout meal, and then a meal in between. It was kind of run together. So help us out. Break that down.
Run together, no pun intended.
Yeah. I hope, I'm going to just ask this question.
All right. Okay.
Is doing lighter weight with higher reps recommended for toning?
Bruh. Is that a troll question?
That's why I didn't want to say it before I asked it.
Because they could be serious.
Because it could be serious, and we should treat it as like they don't know.
All right, so we're going to pretend that was a serious question.
Serious question. There's no dumb questions.
It's just dumb people.
Yep. We won't mention.
So, no. Like, so let's take getting ready for a show, for instance, right? Like, you want to try to lift as heavy as you possibly can while remaining safe. As soon as you start lowering the weight and, you know, trying to like do high rep, like your body's gonna be like, what the hell do I need all this muscle for? See ya, right? Like that's in a nutshell kind of the way it works. So like you should continue to try to lift as heavy as possible in the same ranges that you would when you're trying to gain muscle. So even when you're toning, and if this is a woman asking, like you're not going to get big and bulky, training heavy like a man. 99% of the women can look at somebody who like clearly works out a lot like a woman, right? And be like, and they're always complimenting that person. Oh, your shoulders look great. Your legs look great. What do you do? What do you do? Do you run a lot? No, you don't run a lot. They lift like a dude. So like you need to be lifting like a dude. There you go.
Lift like a dude.
Lift like a dude.
There's your answer. That's a good answer.
Dude it.
Dude it.
Just dude it.
Just dude it. There you go. Joe said, got to read my first question. Gotcha, Joe. Come on, Joe. Doug stays hard all the time.
That was pretty funny.
Oh, that kind of caught me off guard.
I could tell the way you read it.
Yeah. What? I was like, no such thing as perfect timing. That's right. There isn't. It's just like having a kid.
I see you lean.
Oh, no, Elin. Little order, best supplement in the world. Doug, would you guys consider making a clear whey isoprotein for lighter for hydration fruit type instead of gourmet types? We've had some manufacturers actually pushing us to do that.
But what? Hold on.
I don't think they do well.
What does lighter for hydration mean?
I don't know what that was because it's just not as thick.
Yeah, but you're not hydrating off a nice protein.
Yeah, well, I guess maybe.
You hydrate off of electrolytes
And water. You hydrate
yeah,
off
but
of water.
water's the mechanism what's being driven. Like you need the minerals more importantly.
Bilateral?
No, this is real talk. This is a BiPAC.
A BiPAC. This is a BiPAC. This is a BiPAC.
Okay.
All right. So Richard says napalm is not available through the core site. Can we fix that, meat?
Yeah, we didn't launch it on the core site.
Well, should we do that? Probably should because we have everything else there.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, we can make that happen. Little order, big package, Elin says. When you move to Statesville, how will that affect deliveries to the stores? It won't.
Well, it's different.
New delivery menu. Ask.
It's a different. The logistics change.
But it wouldn't. And I don't know if you're asking about the nutrition corner stores.
Oh, I thought he was. That's why I was.
Or any store. So I would say it won't
doesn't
because
change.
Our planning will just be slightly different so that it'll be seamless to the customer. You know, there might be, when we're moving, there might be a couple of days of downtime and the packages could be a little slow for like a week or so. But in terms of like getting inventory to our nutrition corner stores or any of our other retailers, that will be seamless. We will make sure they order for like 2 weeks ahead of time, you know, just up the volumes a little bit before we move so that there is no, lack of inventory while we might be tied up during the move. Right?
We got to get that messaging ready.
It's
probably
it's soon. It's like
probably beginning of May, even end of April. I need to get that out there.
Yeah.
Okay. With running, weightlifting, cutting, and life stress, do you think glutamine will help?
I would say it won't hurt, but I don't think it would necessarily help. You want BCAAs or EAAs. Like if you're looking for like something to help hold on to your muscle in a stressful time, what might be good would be like a ashwagandha, like an adaptogen.
Core Hard.
Core Hard would be a great product then. But also like if you're looking, people usually take glutamine for like they think recovery. If you really want to recover, you would take a BCA or an EAA over that, or you take Core ABC, which BCAAs which has glutamine.
Has glutamine in it.
Look at that.
Look at that.
What'd that be?
Okay. Ready for the weird one?
Yeah.
Do you poo every hour? Or would you rather? I think it's a would you rather.
I think it's a would you rather.
Would you rather poo every hour or pee every 10 minutes?
Poo every hour. Oh, but is it a smooth pee? Is it like a ghost pee? Like a varsity
Ghost pee.
Sorry, a ghost poop or a varsity poop? Or is it like a wiper? Because if it's a wiper, I don't want to be, like, your butthole would be sore after a couple hours, right?
Because you'd be wiping the
But if it's just
holy crap out of that thing.
If it's just a ghost poop, like, holy crap, like that actually came out my butt. And like it's a then I would go with the pooping every hour because peeing every 10 minutes would be
okay, let's break this down. So do you feel more euphoric when you pee or when you poop?
Oh, poo, like a good poo.
I get more euphoric when I pee. Maybe that's just because I don't have many varsity poops and a lot of mine are traumatic. But peeing, man, you hold a little pee, you do a little pee dance, you gotta go, and then you
Dramatic or traumatic?
Traumatic, like
holy shit, that did just come out.
That's why they made
that's a big poo, dog.
That's why they made those rails next to the toilet.
Right, I need make sure we get handicap rails in the new building.
So you can hold on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And butt wipes. So, I mean, I'd pee every 10 minutes if it felt as good as it does when I pee.
No, because you would just be like dribbling. You won't have it won't be the big release.
My prostate's got to be effed up at that point.
Yeah. Well, you'd be good at Kegelen.
No, well, practice.
Kegel.
Okay. How long have you been doing large volume training? What? Why is that funny?
I don't know. A large volume.
Large volume training. How long you been doing that? How long you been fitting large volumes of training into your
I don't know why that was
schedule?
just really funny.
Large volume training.
I've been training large volume for a long time. I've always trained large volume.
What? Why is it so awkward? Large volume training. How long you been doing?
It just sounds so weird.
It sounds like German volume training, but
Yes,
large
it does.
volume.
That's why it's just large volume.
You should start doing that.
It's like little order. Is he Bulgarian?
To LVT.
LVT, large volume.
You do that to Elon next week. You'll be like, all right, we're going to do this LVT.
LVT training.
What does this? How much was the AFS leg press?
I don't know if I want to blow up a spot. I'll tell you what it is right now. It's $62.50 if you want to buy one right now. That's the going market rate. I paid a little different.
And it took, how long did it take to produce?
16 weeks, about 4 months probably. Something like that. I mean, he wasn't Russian, he wasn't.
Well, it's not his full-time gig.
No. Russian?
Was he English?
English?
Russian?
German? How did I pin this?
All right.
Did I pin this comment? What did I do? I did. What am I doing?
Pressing buttons over here.
All right. Core finally coming out with the carb product. We now have the name for it. Core Dump.
Core dump. Oh, Steve, look.
What? God. Steve.
Hey, Steve, I'm in Ask the Boss.
Hey, buddy. Oh, you're
doing Ask the Boss. I'm almost done.
Okay, you want to call me back?
I'll call you right back.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Enjoy.
He said enjoy.
I love
They're
Steve.
supposed to be doing a podcast. I think they're actually.
That's a thick accent.
He was selling a bunch of stuff in one of their stores.
Oh, he's got a
and
New
he's
York
moving
accent.
his office.
Yeah.
And I think they're creating a podcast room because Tim's actually very sought out in the podcasting world.
In the CJ world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a new one coming out soon, right?
Yeah. I guess they were planning it. Kenton said that they were planning it. Their 20-minute call turned into 2 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
But that would be a good pod. I'd love to hear Steve and Tim because they're so different.
Yeah.
They're so different. It would be a good podcast. I'd like to hear
some of Steve's stories from like 20 years ago in the industry.
Oh yeah.
Like
him and the Godfather should do a podcast together. Can you imagine?
Talk about being different.
Oh man.
That would be an interesting one. Okay, I got a couple more questions on my side.
What if we flew James down here to be on our podcast?
I'd love to hang out with James for like a couple days. Let's fire him up after this.
All right, firing him up.
What time is it? 3 o'clock? All right, which drug-tested organization would you recommend for your first-time competition? Competition.
I don't know if the organization matters as much as
Where
where and who the promoter is, like who puts on a good show,
That's good.
right?
Good
Like
point.
I just
But how would you know that? I guess you ask around.
ask around, look for shows that have been done by a promoter who's been doing it for a while, not like a first year show.
I would look at
OC
proximity to where you live first, and then
Yeah.
that should be the main driver, right? Like, don't travel 10 hours just to do your first show.
I mean, I competed in the OCB IFPA. That was where I mostly competed, right? So like that's where my heart is, I guess. But like, there's a ton of good organizations.
so I did a Roanoke show as my first show because it was proximity, but it wasn't. It was at the AMBF, which wasn't big at the time,
Right.
And I ended up competing on a foldable stage, which was not a good experience.
It was probably like one of these.
It was in a
tables.
mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a circus in the mall, like a show, like.
You were the circuit, like, so people that are just shopping and they see.
Well,
like,
we were in an abandoned store, but either way, So I was very frustrated. But then I went to an IMBF show, which was promoted for years, right?
Yeah.
And much better. So definitely look for how long the show's been going on.
Yep.
Struggle to gain weight. Suggestions. This person's like 5% body fat. Wow.
Eat, bro.
Eat. And it sounds easy, right?
Well,
But like, I think people, I eat all the time,
but they don't know what they're eating. They're
Right.
not tracking their food. That's the biggest thing. Like, oh, bro, I can't get weight. Well, how much do you eat? Well, a ton.
Yeah.
A ton. I eat a ton.
So you got to track it.
You got to track your food.
You want to
in
lose
those.
weight? You got to track it. You want to gain weight? You got to track it.
Yep.
Ever nap before a workout? Jason Brewer wants to know. He just got the easy life, don't he?
Jay.
15 to 30 minutes, good or bad idea?
If you get longer than like 15 minutes, you're done. Like, yeah, it's not good. I say no. Jay strikes me as somebody who would come home from work and just
Going
like
real slow.
Because-
Make every meal's fresh. He's got to make his meals fresh.
for real,
I mean, it seems like he posts so much food.
and then just like takes his time. And next thing you know, he like falls asleep for like 2 hours, and then he rolls in. Yeah,
He only wakes up because he farted too loud.
something like that.
What does your running consist of? This is me. So, like twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. No more than right now. I'm just like in the 1 to 3 mile range. So I ran 2 miles yesterday. I ran 3.2, kind of on a jump, and I sprained my ankle.
I come in and he's like foot up in the air. There's ice pack. There's like peas on it.
I've been icing it almost every night, and it's kind of back down. But my ankles have terrible mobility. My wife Sam was trying to help me with like moving my ankle, like, oh, do this sideways, and I was like, I kept moving my whole leg. I can't move my ankle. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not following a program, not following a plan. I'm just kind of picking up and going. So I think that's all I can handle right now. It's
You're in with Koa too, right?
2 to 3 miles. Yeah, she did pretty good.
Yeah.
She wants to play, but I told her to chill out and
chill.
I'm going to start running more. 3 to 7 miles. Suggestions for no pump, electrolytes, and recovery subs. Man, we need an electrolyte product.
Let's do it. Let's work on it. Core Hydra.
I don't think about supplements when I go to run. I don't know. I'm not an expert
ABC?
here. ABC, but like I'm not
Bring a
running
fanny
with
pack?
I'm not running with a jug.
You're not doing what you doing?
Why is it always
Why you always got to do that?
Favorite movie or TV series of all time? Favorite movie and or
I think
TVs.
Braveheart is one of mine. Braveheart is up there. Shawshank Redemption. Avengers Endgame. Like, that was an amazing movie. That was such a good movie.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, so
I'm not really up to date on all that stuff.
Me-
Marvels.
You need some movies while you're sleeping in the warehouse here.
ever
Yeah,
see-
Start the
You
Avengers.
got a subscription?
I do. I'll give you some Disney action.
Let me get the login, bro.
Yeah, Meat Stick 20.
That'd be hilarious, actually, if your password was meat stick. I've used a password that's meat stick before.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'd go with Remember the Titans. It just pops in my head first. TV series.
Breaking Bad.
TV series.
Breaking Bad
I
was
was a
amazing.
fan of Game of Thrones for
Game
a
of
while.
Thrones was
I
good
haven't
too.
watched that
It got a
either.
little weird at the end.
Yeah, they didn't do a good job with that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you guys ever develop a standalone electrolyte formula? Are you serious?
Now they're just trolling.
No, I mean, this was before we said all this.
So Just electrolyte? I don't know. There's got to be some other hydration aspect.
Oh, what am I doing?
Let's after this call, after this podcast, let's just get on there.
What's this doing?
Creating a video of all your.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Is that it? Can we wrap this sucker up?
We can wrap it up, Doug.
Put a bow on it.
Let's wrap it up. Should we pause for screenshot? What are we doing? Juggaroos?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? This is so boring.
What are you doing?
I'm not sure what that was.
What's going on, guys?
I don't know what that was.
I don't know.
Just watch. That's good for Richard. Peaky Blinders. I heard that was good.
I heard
I
that
tried
was
watching
too.
that and then I got
I
sidetracked.
started watching something called The Stranger.
We're watching Your Honor right now from Showtime. It's a guy from Breaking Bad.
I heard Vikings was good. Carl likes Vikings. He says he wants to be a Viking. Carl is part Viking.
He wants to be a Viking.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it. That's a wrap. Got it done. Under an hour. Until next time. Keep crushing it.